to ALPHADESTINY, and today I'm bringing you a part 2 interview with Meckanimal. For those who don't know, I've been following for years, and he's a guy that I highly recommend you all subscribe to. Real deal, natural muscle, being an overall badass athlete.
The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be live.
Nah, people have, but it works though. The marketing works.
It's all about marketing, bro. And what you said before is so true that nobody cares about what you do.
Yeah, they don't.
And I think the easiest way we can prove this is when somebody gets injured. Look what happens to the person's channel or their social media platform or whatever. The views go whoop, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're praying for a speedy recovery. You're going to do amazing. But they all F off, and then you're old news. So that's why you got to always...
They're on to the next sensation.
Yeah. That's why you got to be the best version of you and know that you're on the right path, that you're not trying to search for validation and you're trusting what you're doing. Because if you're lifting to impress someone else, okay, they might be initially impressed. Oh, you're a beast. They'll say little comments like that, but they're not important to you. And they don't really care. So that's why you got to... And looks do matter more if you want to talk about impressing people anyway. So that's why, like... You got to find the training style that works for you and what goals are best. And that's one, like you resonate with calisthenics and you combine that with some powerlifting stuff. And that's your default. You always go back to it. And it's the same with me. I love bodyweight training. There's other sports that just don't appeal to me, you know? And if I were to do that just for social media, I'd rather not.
Like people want you to do squat, for example, when you're not really, it doesn't resonate with you. There's no reason why you would do that. Like people don't understand. Like there's no typical standard when it comes to training. You do whatever you feel like you need, and that's about it. Even people who don't train legs and do only calisthenics, I mean, unless you're telling me that okay, that person is stronger or this and that, so I can be objective and be like, okay, because they're not moving, they're not training legs. So anything that's leverage involves will be much easier if you don't have the mass to counter. It's common sense. And even handstand, you would think it's still a matter of balancing like a lower body who is it makes everything easier when you have a light lower body. That's why gymnasts don't need to train that. They only do enough to be explosive, to jump, and even then they have the recalling floor to help them, spring out more, take advantage of the explosion. So all they have to do is drill the technique and all that. They don't need that pure explosion from the leg necessarily. And yeah, it's just simple. And somebody just want to excel and be the specialist. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's okay. Sure. Well, I don't know. It's just people like to compare. That's just what feeds the algorithm. And people just like to gossip about this person is stronger than this, and they want the idol to be the ultimate this. Other than that, I think, I mean, unless you directly attacked, I don't find any. It's good if you like it. That's good.
That's it.
Yeah. So, but for objective comparison, yeah, we can involve all these parameters and all these things. But ultimately, for me, and that's just my opinion, I want to be as balanced as I can.
Yeah.
And again, what's the definition of balance? For me, I may have my balance definition may be different than another person's balance definition. I just want to work everything, and I happen to do everything that I can in my power,
that you're able to
without having to clutter myself with too much stuff, because you need to still be selective in whatever you choose to train. Otherwise, you end up not being good at anything.
It's a spectrum, like in your case, the one thing you're not balanced on, quote unquote, would probably be Olympic weightlifting, but I don't think you care about that. But when
I don't care.
Exactly. But when you do the
at least for now, no.
Yeah. But when you do the weighted calisthenics, that helps the skill training. It helps the body weight stuff for high volume, and it helps your weight training. So by getting a stronger weighted dip, I'm sure you can come in and bench a good amount right off the bat. So there's always going to be transference in a general sense. That's not only for hypertrophy, but also strength on all kinds of stuff, whether it's moving your own body weight or something else. And it's all very similar stuff,
And go ahead, finish.
No, I was just gonna say, like, even when you do the rings, that helps the bar stuff, and then the bars help the
Right.
rings. So it's all the same family of things that you care about, and it just works.
It works, yeah. And it's fun too.
Yeah, hella fun.
I think that's something people ignore too. You need to do something that's fun for you.
The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be live.